team. I'm so happy to announce that I'm doing the videos again. A lot of these inspirational videos that I know you guys like, and I wanted to reach out to each and every one of you and talk about what's going on in the business and give you some nuggets like I always like to do. And one of the things I wanted to announce that we have 3 new members on the team. So I want you to welcome them all. It's Brogan, Deborah, and Jacob. Wonderful people, man. They're going to be a real good fit for the mix. And I think they're going to do extremely, extremely well. So I'm excited. We're starting to build again. We're starting to get back on track. We're starting to do what we need to do. One of the things I wanted to talk about this morning is something that's extremely important. Well, I have my stogie. And this is one of the keys to productivity. The key to productivity for a lot of you is this: don't major in minor things. Let me say that again. Don't major in minor things. You know, if you do that, you're always going to be behind the curve. Always. So what do I mean by that? It's actually a sales training that we used to have. Major, time versus minor time. The difference between the two. And when it comes to that, it's minor time is thinking about the prospect. Minor time is making a list of the prospects, potential leads. Keeping the books on your prospects. That's minor time. Going to see the prospects, on the way to see them. That's minor time. Evaluating your prospects, that's minor time. Organizing your prospects, that's minor time. Doing your paperwork, that's minor time. Major time is being in the presence of the prospect. When you're in front of them, that's when it really counts. That's when major time works. When you're in the presence of them. That's why I tell you, phones off, phones in your pocket, don't look at it. Give them all your attention. That's when all your energy should be in. You really think your energy should be in, how am I going to call this person on a follow-up? No, your energy should be in exactly when you're there talking to them. That's where your energy's at. Your energy should not be, organizing your CRMs. Your energy should be when you're actually talking to the people on the CRMs. So that's when you want to focus it. When you're in front of these people, when you're doing your open houses, when you're doing your door knocking, that's major time. That's time where you should be focused on the person that you're in front of. When you're walking from one house to the other and door knocking, that's minor time. So that's what you want to focus on. Another thing I want to talk about is don't make the mistake of, another good nugget, don't make the mistake of confusing courtesy with consent. That's 2 different things. When someone's nice to you, they're just being polite. And forgive the noise, I got some noise coming out around here and stuff. So, but don't make the mistake of thinking that courtesy equals consent. It doesn't. Some people are just nice to you. That's it. It doesn't mean that they actually, because I was polite to you, yeah, please go ahead and call me. Oh, he was really super nice to me, but then when you call on Monday, he's not answering my phone call. Well, why isn't he answering your phone call? Because you thought of him just being nice to you, or that person being nice to you, that equals that they're going to be my client. No, it doesn't. I did a training yesterday with some of the new agents, and I told them, I like to get the handshake. Hey, I want to be your agent. Can I be your agent? Yeah, sure you can. Shake their hands. So when I'm calling them on Monday, they're getting a call from their agent, not some dude that they met at an open house. That's how aggressive I get with these people sometimes. So these are some do's and don'ts. Another don't is don't fake out movement for achievement. Don't be faked by just because you're moving around and you're out doing stuff and I'm busy all day. Yeah? Doing what? What the fuck are you doing all day? You can't just be busy all day and thinking you're doing something. It better be productive what you're doing, the energy of what you're doing. So that's what it comes down to on that. So don't make that mistake. Don't get faked out because you're so busy, you're moving around, that you're actually doing something. Vice versa. Just because you don't think you did as much, look at what you accomplished today. Focus on what you accomplished, not your time. Some of you keep figuring it out. Ooh, from 8 to 10, what'd I do? Oh, from 10 to 7, oh my God, I only saw 2 people. Oh, that's pretty big. If one of those people turns out to be a transaction, you got a lot accomplished. Sometimes a big accomplishment for me is a phone call that took 15 minutes. That made my day. Gorgeous day like today. And you also want to have consideration for yourself. Now, what do I mean by consideration for yourself? Well, what that really means is that means that when you are when you're driving to meet the client, don't be trying to do work at that point. Don't be trying to figure out what's going on. You should have practiced your script. You should have practiced what you're going to say to them before you left the house in the mirror. When you're on the drive, turn on some music. Enjoy the drive. When you're taking a shower, don't be thinking about your client. Take your shower. Enjoy your shower. Then go off onto the client. So that just gives you a little bit of downtime from here and there. It helps focus your brain. It helps keep your brain a little bit, tidy and neat. And that's what you want to do. So make sure you try something like that. Make sure you do stuff like that, where you're not so much, being in that manner and doing things in that manner. Again, got another truck coming. But when you do, and you do stuff like that, it's going to be a lot better situation for you through and through. And when I do say stuff like this, it also goes for where I don't care who you are. I don't care, what type of personality you are. Katie did the personality with the DISC tests. Well, with the DISC test, it just never figure out what the personality really is. And when you're doing that and you're doing that kind of personality test, some people are aggressive, some people are not. Some people are dominant, some people are laid back. Some people are a little bit, reserved. And I hate it when you guys think that there's a difference between the two in how much productivity you give. Well, he does better because he's more aggressive than me. No, that's not true. He does better than you because he tries harder than you. That's what it is. It has nothing to do with his personality. And if you ever want an analogy of that, I love giving my analogies. An analogy of that is in the Serengeti plains, out in Africa, plains of the Serengeti. They have, of course, this gazelle. This gazelle knows that when it wakes up in the morning, it's got predators that are trying to eat it. And it's got to run. It knows it has to run faster and longer than its predator. If he tires, if he quits, if he doesn't run as fast, he gets eaten and he dies. If he does not run faster than his predator, he gets eaten and he dies. On the same Serengeti, you have the lion. And when that lion wakes up in the morning, it knows, I gotta hunt. I gotta go get my food. And it knows that it has to go after that gazelle. And it has to run faster and harder and longer than the gazelle. If it does not run as fast as the gazelle, he doesn't eat and he dies. If he quits or doesn't try as hard, he doesn't eat and he dies. The moral of the story is, whether you're the predator or the prey, your ass has got to run. You want to live, you better get running. And you better get moving. And that's what a lot of you need. I don't care what your personality is. Get running. All right, team. Love you guys. See you soon. Have a wonderful week and get running.